I mean, here's why the Shanahan going for it was such a stupid play, because the whole game plan for this game should have been blow Arizona out as fast as possible. They've gotten their doors blown off consistently. They just got routed they just gave up 42 to Washington. You've beaten them 4 straight. They're 3-13 in their last 16 on the road, and most of those were not close. And so you've got a chance to go up 17-10 and to really, early second quarter and potentially get this game in a situation where you could, the fourth quarter could be about nothing. And that's what you should have been committed to, because you play in 4 days. And instead, it's like you're letting Arizona hang around by kicking field goals. And, you're not only that, long drives that result in just 3 points. That was a killer. That was an absolute killer. And I don't understand the mindset there. I don't understand passing it on third down from the 1. Do you not have any confidence in your offensive line? You got a 235-pound back. You can't, you don't feel if your 235-pound back can't get 1 yard on 2 tries at home against the Arizona Cardinals defensive line that has nobody that you can even name, then you're not good enough, period. I'll take my chances on Mason on 3rd and goal from the 1, and I'll take my chances on Mason on 4th and goal from the 1. To kick a field goal there is just ridiculous. And then once again, we can go to the box score, but how the Arizona Cardinals, if you looked at the numbers going into this game, were awful on run defense. They were horrendous. They're 5th. This is the reality about the Arizona Cardinal defense, okay? They were 25th in total defense, 29th in points allowed, 18th against the pass, which is not great, but 28th against the run, 28th. And the 49ers come out in a game that was not out of hand, or wasn't like they fell into a deep hole. They led the game. They led throughout the game.
Dude,
and the Niners
play action.
There's no play action, but I mean, 35 passes and 26 runs. Why the fuck is that not 35 runs and 26 passes?
Well, and
why are they passing 35 times against the Arizona Cardinal team that is horrible against the run? And by the way, when you did run it on your 26 carries, you ran it for 6 yards a carry.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
Yeah. Why do we have to talk to Kyle to say run the ball more? He should be the last guy in the world you'd have to tell to run the ball more. Mason, who just a couple of weeks ago, last week, we're saying is in danger of breaking the single season carries record by about 70 carries established by Frank Gore all those years ago. And this guy is maybe getting way too many carries. The pendulum swings all the way back to you're not using him enough. 14 carries for Jordan Mason on a day where he's getting you 6.4. 14 carries. And his first four carries went for 6 yards. He only had 4 carries in the first quarter. And it just felt like the ball got lost by the offense. This is a team that you can get bullyish against, and they went finesse. I didn't understand it. And look, if you really wanted to say, all right, well, I want to keep it as simple as possible. I want to boil it all down, and I just want to blame one person. And it's either the head coach or the quarterback, or I got to blame one person. Did Deebo Samuel do anything other than put the cassette in the boombox? Because he doesn't even carry the boombox. Like, he doesn't even carry the boombox. He just hype's coming out. Deebo Samuel is drifting slowly into overpaid and overrated. He really is. Now, when this team is at its best, Deebo's at the center of it, playing with violence, and he's all involved in the game plan. Yesterday, 1 catch, 11 yards. He cannot separate. Deebo Samuel used to be like the special weapon that you can pull out quickly and shoot the other team with it because they didn't see it coming. Now Deebo in any run play, Larry, is like a slow-loading musket. I mean, Deebo running the ball doesn't do anything anymore. Anything.
I agree. I agree. I mean, he looks slow. I mean, he 3 carries for 9 yards, 1 catch for 11 yards. You're making $28 million a year. You've got all this bravado. I mean, come on, bro. You got to show up. Also, I mean, once again, I mean, it's like Shanahan, we should just call Shanahan Pass Happy Pete or something. I mean, this guy he just loves to pass.
I think
the Cardinals were down all day.
How clever he is. How cute
the Cardinals were down all day. They maintained offensive bounce, 30 passes, 26 runs. The Niners led all day and had 35 passes and 26 runs. And they ran the ball so effectively. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, this should have been a run-heavy plan that you got up early and took Mason off the field late, and you should have had a very comfortable, dominating win. Instead, you're kicking field goals. I mean, they got a defensive score, and they still lost. Their offense produced 16 points. 16 points against the Arizona Cardinals at home.
Nick Bosa.
You deserve to lose.
Nick Bosa makes one of the best defensive plays you'll ever see in your life, picking off that screen pass. It was fantastic. They turned the ball over too many times.
One pressure, by the way. One.
That's it?
One pressure for Nick Bosa.
Oof.
That was my next thing. Nick Bosa isn't Nick Bosa anymore.
No.
Nick Bosa is not playing like the defensive player of the year. If you go watch the Lions, go watch Aiden Hutchinson do his thing, and then tell me Nick Bosa's the best. Watt. He's not the best.
TJ Watt. Holy
TJ Watt. Go watch TJ Watt, and then tell me Nick Bosa's the best. He's not the best. Nick Bosa had one pressure. One.
So it was a bad day for the 49ers. And again, the gauntlet now begins. You're at okay, let's address a couple of things just in the chat to just calm some people down here. Or just here's the thing. You can be in your feelings all you want this morning. I'm not going to deny anybody of their feelings, Larry, but there is zero chance that Nick Sorensen will be fired before Thursday. Okay. There is zero chance that they are going to change their special teams coordinator on a short week before Thursday. There is no coaching change coming this week, and there is no coaching change coming in between the short week and the Kansas City Chiefs, and there is no coaching change coming before the Dallas Cowboys game. After that's a bye week, and that's when something might need to happen. Okay? Going into a bye week is the week where if you're going to do something extreme and pull a trigger, it's going to happen then. It's not going to happen in the run up to Thursday night up in Seattle.
Do you really believe a coaching change is what they need? I don't think so. I think they need personnel changes.
And that's the thing. Like, everyone is motherfucking Kyle Shanahan and Brock Purdy and to an extent today.
They deserve it.
Well, Shanahan didn't fumble the ball. You know, he didn't.
Shanahan kicked a field goal on the 1 yard line with a back that's averaging 6 yards a carry.
That was some
My
chicken
God.
shit. That is what. So when you went into the post game presser, what did he say about that? What did he say? How did he address that decision?
You know what? There were so many different questions about things that I don't even know if that one came up. That one's probably going to come up today.
How could that not one come up? It's one of the single biggest moments of the entire football game.
Well, if it did, I don't remember what he said.
49ers.
I wish I could tell you.
Cheeks. I mean, good Lord. How do you not ask that question?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of people pretty stunned by this one, to be completely honest. This game was a stunning type loss for sure.